Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. On Wednesday, I asked you guys on my community tab for questions, and today we're gonna be answering them. I don't know how long this video is gonna be overall. There are quite a few questions. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna get through every single one of them, but I figured for today's video, it's gonna be a bit of a more casual gameplay video. I'm gonna be doing all my dailies. It's the first time I'm logging into the game today and just answering some questions. Some of them are pretty juicy, some of them are pretty interesting. Full disclaimer, I'm sorry if I don't get through every questions. I've noticed a lot of people are kind of asking like the same questions overall. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. But first things first, as you can see, I finally moved my house after many months. I started this game back, or this island specifically, back in December, and I've only now moved my house into its hopefully final spot. Holy sh! There are so much letters that I have to get through. Teddy, write a good friend a letter day. Red was on my island yesterday. You're gonna notice as well, there's a lot of like mess throughout my island, specifically in the areas behind my house. I'm starting to like work on this whole area, as you could see. If you're wondering where my house is, it's right next to Coco. Yeah, I figured the creepiest villager on my island, I decided to be neighbors with her. Isn't that I'm such a genius. I know. Oh my god. Also, yeah, here's this whole like area and like my secret beach and stuff. I'm probably gonna do this for a video, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna be doing my dailies, looking for my fossils and watering all my crops and looking around to see if my villagers get into any fights. So without further ado, we're gonna just get right into the questions, shall we? I'm very excited. I don't exactly know how to do this. It's my first Q&A, so please don't send me any hate. The first question comes from Guacamole Duck, and they ask pineapple on pizza. That's my entire question. My simple answer to the whole pineapples on pizza debate is no. I personally don't care for pineapples on pizza. I don't really like fruit in general, which is like such an unpopular opinion. I don't like fruit. Like, I'm one of the weirdos who prefer vegetables to fruit, which is so weird because I have such a sweet tooth. Like, I love chocolate and I love sugar, but I don't like fruit, except like strawberries and like bananas. Those are like the only two fruit that I usually eat. And like apples, oh, okay, as well. Like specifically like apple pie, or like, I did not mean to talk to him. I don't do Gulliver anymore. Like every time he's on the island, I just ignore him at this point. I know you're supposed to talk to him 30 times and help him out to get the golden shovel, but honestly in this game, considering the fact that the golden tools break, I don't really try my hardest to get any of them. The only one that I really care for is the golden watering can, and that's just because it makes watering flowers so much easier. This is a sea bass. How did I know? I'm so smart. You could just never be too sure. Yeah, pineapples on pizza? No, personally, but if you like pineapples on your pizza, I don't care. Like, do what you want. Live your life the way you want. Just don't be racist or homophobic or transphobic or any of the problematic shit. That's all I care about. Anyways, next question comes from Mary. They asked quite a few questions, but specifically the one that like really interested me was, if you could get 15 villagers instead of the 10 we have, which ones would be the 5 you would like to have? Now, concerning the fact that I do have 2 islands, I'm gonna specifically just answer for Eldnew, which is this island. The 5 more villagers I would want to have on this island. Answer number 1, Wolfgang, my boyfriend. I want Wolfgang on this island, please. It'd be really cool. I'm actually, fun fact, little secret that I'm about to tell you, the next villager to move out, whoever it be, I might be bringing in Wolfgang from Windle. You didn't hear it from me. So be on the lookout. I'm probably gonna kick Drago out when he asks to move out soon. I've been kind of ignoring him lately, so if he does move out in the next few weeks, Wolfgang will be replacing him most likely. I would also probably want Biscuit, obviously, because Biscuit's my other favorite villager. Biscuit is literally the only villager from like my top 5 who I haven't seen in the game yet at all, and it's very annoying to me because I miss him so much. He's literally like a childhood favorite of mine. And why is Dobie over there? Yeah, so Wolfgang, Biscuit, I would say villager number 3, who I really would want on this island. I don't really have like a specific list of villagers who I want for my island. I just kind of want who I want in a way. So like, who's someone else I would really want? I feel like Pietro. Pietro's another villager I really like who I haven't seen in the game yet. So probably Pietro. And honestly, I miss Portia so much from Windle, so I'd probably bring her back to number 5. Who would the 5th villager be? Who's a villager I really like? Oh, unpopular unpopular opinion, actually. I really like Shari. You know, the monkey, the Uchi monkey that everybody hates. I don't give a shit. Shari is one of my favorite villagers in the game. I would definitely have her on my island. I don't care what anybody says. The next question comes from My Ray. Hopefully I said that right. And they ask, what's my favorite movie? Mean Girls. I don't need to explain that any further. Mean Girls, I will be explaining it some more. I don't know why I just said that. Mean Girls is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love it so much. I watch it at least once a month. It's like a routine for me. I basically have the script memorized at this point. I've seen it that many times. And also, fun fact, they filmed it here in Toronto. Many people who've seen the movie who live in Toronto have either been to or know where the school is that they filmed the movie at. So that's exciting. My pockets are full already. What the hell? I only have 2 fossils on me. I'm so dumb. I don't know why I picked up the pumpkins first. Ugh, y'all know me. Dumb moves. That's all I do. I bought a lot of garbage bins because I finally got a different color. Fun fact, Julia, the baddie on my island who just moved in, she gave me a black garbage bin, and I've been looking for like any other colors of them lately just because like I only have the yellow ones, and I'm trying to have more garbage bins on my island, just for some variety. Also, look at this cute new item that came with the update. We have a new little switch light. That's cute. Anyways, yeah, next question comes from Yuna M. They once again asked a couple of questions, but the one that stood out to me, sorry, by the way, if people asked more than one question, I'm probably just gonna stick to like one or pick like one question from that group, unless there's like really interesting ones. No offense. I just, you know, I got a couple of questions that I got to get through today. So yeah, the question that they asked is, any tips on dealing with anxiety? Now, fun fact, people may not know this about me, but I am an anxious It's very annoying sometimes, but we all have our anxieties and we all have to deal with a lot, especially during a pandemic. And I feel like now more than ever, people really need ways to like just kind of de-stress and cope with it. And I would just say like the best answer I could give to dealing with anxiety would just simply be to like, you know, take breaks. I know it sounds so basic, but like honest to God, like, you know, I feel like people when they're in quarantine, you know, we're kind of just all at home doing nothing. And I feel like a lot of people, like especially if you're in school or something, you kind of feel this urge to like constantly be productive and like do something always. Like I know like myself, if I'm just sitting at home doing nothing, I tend to get like really stressed out. I feel like I'm just wasting my time and just like not, you know, like I feel like I could be doing something better with the time. But then I start to think about like what I could be doing during this time, and then that kind of just stresses me out and makes me even more anxious because I feel like I'm, you know, wasting this precious time that we have at home. And I feel like, I don't know if what I'm saying is like making sense, but I would just say like, if you want to take a break and if you want to just spend a day at home doing nothing, then like do it. Because like I said, we are in a pandemic, you know, we have all the time in the world right now, at least I think so, to just kind of chill out and do nothing. I know a lot of people who watch me are like pretty young and you guys are like in school and like online school sucks. I hate it too. I'm in my final year of university. I hate it. And I would just say like, if you ever have time to just do nothing, then just do nothing. Don't feel the need to constantly do something. I feel like just taking time for yourself to truly just relax and be yourself. I don't know, if you want to just like spend a whole hour watching like episodes of your favorite TV show, then by all means go do that. Nobody's gonna stop you. And I just feel like having breaks and time to be yourself really can go a long way to help with like any stress or anxiety that people feel with. I hope that answer was good. I don't know, I'm not really the best person to ask about anxiety since I'm dealing with it too, and I don't really know, but that's like, I would say what's been helping me lately. I really hope that this statue is not fake. Oh, it is. Oh, thank God. Because I did not, I kind of guessed. I don't know, I was too lazy to Google it, so I just guessed. And okay, thank God, I'm smart. We all know that though. The next question comes from Lay Farts, iconic name, and they asked, ooh, do you have a favorite singer / music artist and a favorite song? And I'm so happy somebody asked that because I love music. I think everybody loves music, but I especially love music. I feel like if I had to pick between music, books, TV show, or movies, I would instantly pick music, no thought. My favorite singer / music artist is easily Jon Bellion. I love Jon Bellion so much. I've been listening to him since like high school. I vibe with his music so much. And I would say like my favorite song would be right now it's between All Time Low or Blue, which are both by John Bellion. I love those two songs so much, and I'm like constantly flipping back and forth between the two. I just love them both. They're great songs. But aside from like John Bellion, I find like my music taste in general is just all over the place. Like yeah, John Bellion's like my favorite singer, but like I also find myself listening to like, who do I listen to? Like right now I would say like my top 5 artists of all time. I know you only asked for one, Lay Farts, but I'm gonna give you my top 5 music artists. So John Bellion's number 1. I would say number 2 would probably be like Charlie XCX. I love Charlie XCX so much. I'm gay, so like that's kind of a default. I feel like a lot of queers love Charlie XCX, and I'm one of them as well. And I think Pop 2 is one of her best albums to date. And with John Bellion, I think Glory Sound Prep is one of his best albums. Number 3 I would say is probably Lorde, the Lord and Savior, Lorde. I love Melodrama so much. Melodrama is definitely one of my favorite albums of all time. It is an art piece. It deserves everything. I also really love Troye Sivan so much. Oh my god, I've been following Troye Sivan for so long. Like I've been following him since like 2014 when his music career started. So it's so crazy to see him just become such a big artist. It's so crazy. Bloom, once again, another album I really love. I listen to it like every other week. It really just is like the perfect coming of age album, especially if you're like a young gay person. I definitely recommend listening to it if you haven't already. And yeah.
Sorry to this man.
Also, I'm selling more pumpkins, by the way, because my pockets were full. Shout out to the pumpkins. They really are a great way to make money in the game. I will say that right now. Next question comes from Moss Crossing, and they ask, what other games, if any, do you like besides Animal Crossing? Right now, it really is just mainly Animal Crossing. I feel like Animal Crossing is the only game that I'm playing daily right now, ever since it came out, like New Horizons specifically. I mean, like Animal Crossing is like my all-time favorite game series as a whole. I just love it so much. I've been playing it, like I said, since I was like 9 years old. I'm currently 21. But in terms of other games that I really like playing, I play like, you know, I recently started Stardew Valley. If you've been following me, that's been pretty fun. I haven't been playing it as much, but I play it. I still do. I'll admit, like I'm about to later today, hopefully, play the Egg Festival. My mother is vacuuming. That's great. I also really love playing The Sims. I play The Sims 4 constantly. I recently got back into the game as a whole. I used to not play it as much because, you know, let's be honest, The Sims 4 has not been doing so well in 2020, but you know, I've been trying to like get back into the game. I mostly just build. It's mostly just building houses. I love building and designing. As you know, if you follow me on this YouTube channel, all I do is, hi Tom. Should I give him the chef's outfit? Where does he want it? You know what? No, I'm gonna give him a chef's outfit. I'm distracted. Tom, look at me. He better like it. He just said he wanted it. He's gonna try to oh my god, I love doing that. I love like buying my villagers clothes when they're looking at him. Anyways, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, right, The Sims 4. I like build a lot in the game. Let me know if you guys want to see me play some more Sims on this channel, because like I said, I've been really getting into it lately, so I would love to know if you want me to like I could do like mainly speed builds or like maybe some gameplay. I mean, if I'm able to turn my Animal Crossing island into like basically an episode of, you know, Bad Girls Club, then I can probably do something crazy with The Sims. Who knows? Yeah. Next question comes from Candy Eye, and they ask, what's your favorite Animal Crossing game? Surprisingly, people would probably expect me to say New Leaf. Kind of controversial, maybe, but I don't know. Like, it's kind of weird to say it out loud, but I really like New Horizons. Like, I don't think it's the best game overall yet. I feel like, you know, there's still so much in the game that's missing. Yeah, we need a lot of quality of life updates as well, but I feel like, you know, there's so much missing from the game. Any New Leaf stan, myself included, will tell you, like, we need Brewster, we need retail, we need better music, we need this, we need that, yada yada yada. I just feel like as a whole, I think it really just has to do with the design element, because I say like New Horizons is just an island design simulator. It may be just an island design simulator, but like it's the best in terms of designing as a whole. Like, you would never be able to make an island like this. Like, you would never be able to have something like this in New Leaf at all. Oh my god. For those who don't know, in New Leaf, you only get one tree a day. Like Leaf Shop, when it would open up, because Leaf Shop used to be permanent in New Leaf, you would only get one tree a day. And then later, when you unlock another Nook's Crannies upgrade, you would only get 2 bushes a day. And you can't, like, once you plant them on your town, you can't dig them up or else they die. So like, I'm just saying, in terms of designing, which is obviously my favorite thing to do in any kind of like life simulation game or Animal Crossing in general, I love designing the most. New Horizons takes the cake. But I know, like, I think it's just the fact that I spend the most time playing New Horizons. Actually, let's look at it right now. What's my play time? 815 hours is how long I've been spending, which, by the way, like, that's kind of crazy. It's only 815. I thought it would be in the thousands by now, considering how much I'm playing this damn game. But yeah, like, New Leaf, my play time would probably be, even though I feel like I played it for a really long time, it's only in the 400s right now, which is crazy. I really do spend more time playing New Horizons, and honest to God, I really enjoy it. So I feel like, to answer the question, my favorite Animal Crossing game, surprisingly, I would probably say it's New Horizons. Oh my God, there's Dobie. I want to talk to him. Hey, Grandpa, love the vest. See, when they say this, what do you say? We set out across the sea to find this undiscovered islands. Of course, I'd be captain, but you'd be my first mate, hero. You know how to sail, right? I feel like when they say that, that really is like a subtle hint that we're gonna get Tortimer's Island back, specifically Tortimer's Island. But also, like, I have this theory that, like, we're gonna get, I feel like people have said this before, but like, I feel like we're gonna get a shopping district island. I say that in air quotes, but like the city in City Folk, or the main street in New Leaf / Happy Home Designer, I feel like we're gonna get something like that in this game. And I think that's where Label's shop, like Label, the third Able sister, her shop is gonna open up on there. I think Gracie Grace is gonna be on that island as well. It's gonna be like all the optional shops, the ones that you don't really need to go to on a daily, kind of like the city and City Folk basically is what they're gonna go with. I feel like Kix is gonna have like a full-time shop up there, and like maybe even Leaf as well. I feel like, yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be like all the extras, all the things that won't fit on your current island. By the way, I never showed off Coco's house. Here it is, like fully done. I kind of did redo this area off, and now the trees have finally grown in. I think this area looks very nice and cluttered overall, very cute, and it doesn't lag, so that's always fun. The next question comes from Priscilla Manjolo. Hopefully I said that right. And they ask, what is your favorite game other than Animal Crossing? And I would say right now, my favorite game other than Animal Crossing, oh my God, hands down, I forgot to mention this, I love Uncharted so much. Uncharted, and I would say Uncharted 4 is like one of my top 3 games of all time, which is so surprising because I used to be the biggest Uncharted 2 stan, like many people. But I don't know, I recently replayed Uncharted 4 over the winter break back in like December, and I just really loved it. It was such a fun game to like replay. The graphics were amazing. The gameplay is amazing. Nathan Drake.
Oh yes, Daddy.
Definitely my video game crush of all time. I love him so much. Nathan Drake. Shout out to Nathan Drake. This is a Nathan Drake simp account, that's for sure. The next question comes from Hopper Crossing, and they ask 2 questions that I kind of want to answer. The first one is, when did you start playing ACNH? I started playing ACNH on March 20th, 2020 at 12 a.m. I pre-ordered the game like the week before, and right as soon as the clock struck 12 on March 20th, I played the game. I like immediately played the game. It was such a fun day for me. Like technically, like if I can find any photos from like my first island in this game, I played the game when there were still winter weeds. Like, oh my God, March 19th. Wait, I just realized tomorrow's, oh my God, it's March 19th. That means wait, does that mean tomorrow the spring weeds are gonna come back? I just realized it's been a year. Oh wow, thank you Hopper Crossing for making me realize that it's been a year since I played this game. Exactly 1 year ago, I started playing this game. That is so crazy. Wow. This game really took over my life for the last year. But happy 1 year to New Horizons, by the way. Okay, yeah, and the second question they ask is, what is your opinion on Raymond? I will say right now, I feel like if I haven't seen Raymond in the game yet, but I will say right now that if I ever found him, I would probably have beef with Raymond. I just feel like Raymond and I would get into another fight. Why is Teddy asking me to work out with him? Go ask Cherry that. She's your girlfriend. Go hang out with her. Yeah, I feel like Raymond and I would get into a fight constantly. He's not like Peck level in terms of enemy, but I feel like he would be an enemy. He's definitely not one of like my 4 villagers that I have beef with. Not on that level. I know he's such like a fan fave, and I do like him. I think he's a cool villager overall. I just know for a fact that like we would definitely fight. We would have beef for sure. Oh my God, speaking of Cherry, here she is. Why are you over here? Why are you thinking? Excuse me. Oh. I mean, I kind of want an elephant slide anyways, so shout out to Cherry for giving me that item. Thank you. Ooh, speaking of, did y'all see her catchphrase? Her catchphrase is now bitch face. Here's some little island drama. Her catchphrase is bitch face. I gave her that catchphrase like last week, and literally the next day, guess who started using that catchphrase? Just guess who started using the catchphrase. You would never believe it, but the flop, Sir Peck, started using that catchphrase. I don't know how. Like, they're not friends on the island. I'm telling you this right now. I know like villagers start sharing each other's catchphrases when they're like close. Cherry and Peck do not get along on the island at all. I never see them hanging out together. Every time they have conversations, why are you thinking? Why is everybody on my island thinking? What the fuck? Oh my god. Why are my villagers are so kind to me. They love giving me items. Thank you. But yeah, Peck says face now too, and I don't know how he learned that. I assumed it was because he got it from Teddy, because him and Teddy are still friends. They just don't hang out as much anymore. But Teddy still says dick pig. I don't know how Peck learned that catchphrase. It's such a mystery. Peck is such a bandwagoner. He is trying his hardest to ruin Cherry's life, so Peck. Anyways, next question. Oh my god, this comes from Julia Kitten, aka my bestie. Hey girl, how you doing? They ask, what is your favorite color and what are your pets' names? My favorite color is blue. I love blue so much. It's like the best color in my personal opinion. Oh my god, finally I got a new recipe. And my pets' names. Ooh, I have 4 pets, for anybody wondering. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. My dogs, the first one's name is Chico. I've had him since 2011, so it's been almost 10 years. In May, like end of May, that's when we got him. So like come May, we're gonna be celebrating our 10-year anniversary since we got him, and that is very fun. My second dog, y'all may know her. Her name is Portia. Shout out to Portia. We got her back in like 2016, I think. She was kind of a rescue dog. Oh my god, he has COVID. I am not coming near you. I don't know if I should give him medicine. I probably won't. And then recently in 2019, we got 2 cats. They are twin brothers, and their names are Bruce, which is the black one, and Basha, who's the white cat. I hate them so much, but I also will protect them for the rest of my life because they are babies. The cats and dogs, by the way, they do not get along like at all. I mean, Chico gets along with the cats, but like Portia hates everybody. She's like me. She's like her father. She hates everybody except herself and me, of course. Anyways, next question comes from Gray Feather. They asked a few questions, but the one I'm going to answer is, if you could have one villager as a roommate in real life, who would it be? Now, the obvious answer would probably be Wolfgang, since he's my boyfriend, but I kind of want to be roommates with Cherry. I feel like I said, Cherry gives me like April Ludgate vibes, and I love April Ludgate as a whole. She's like one of my favorite TV show characters, so I feel like it would just be really cool to live with Cherry in real life. I know we'd be besties if I knew her in real life, so yep, that's my answer to that. Next question comes from Gremlin Bastard, again with another iconic name. This question kind of made me laugh. They asked, what's your least favorite color? One color that just gives you absolutely highness, rancid, and smelly vibes. Honest to God, this is gonna sound very weird, but I don't have any hatred towards any color, like at all. Like in terms of like the rainbow as a whole, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I like all the colors on the rainbow, but I feel like if I had to like rank them to answer your question, I guess orange would be my least favorite color according to like the rainbow. I really just don't like I feel like brown as well. And it like those brownish yellow or like brown, like basically the colors, diarrhea colors, any color that looks like human waste, I think is the answer. I love how I went from orange to but like any color that just reminds me of human waste, I hate. Oh my god, it's Maddie. Wait, that's so weird. I'm thinking about bringing Maddie onto this island, and now Maddie sent me a bottle. Interesting. Hopefully that means something. Oh my god, and she sent me something I don't know. Yeah, what are your thoughts on bringing Maddie onto the island as well? I feel like she'd be a fun girl to have. Anyways, next question comes from Ray Mafia, and they ask, what's your favorite hours soundtrack in Animal Crossing, including older games? I'm gonna take that question and I'm gonna answer it for every single game that I've played. Hey Dobie, how you doing? I would say like in New Horizons, my favorite soundtrack would probably be 4 a.m. I feel like everyone was expecting me to say 5 a.m. I really love the 4 a.m. song a lot. I don't know why. It just feels really nostalgic to me, especially like during summertime. like when you listen to that song, it just sounds really, really great. In New Leaf, my favorite would probably be the 10 p.m. I love the 10 p.m. music so much. It's so great. And it just reminds me, once again, kind of nostalgic. I was already here. Why am I here again? It's just a really great song. Very fun. It just reminds me of like playing New Leaf back in like the summertime. I used to like play a lot at like 10 p.m. just so I could go to like Tortimer's Island and catch a bunch of rare bugs and then go and sell them to retail and maybe get bit by like 1 or 2 tarantulas along the way. So I love the 10 p.m. music in general. The vibes with it are great. And City Folk, ooh, what's my favorite City Folk song? / Wild World, they have the same soundtrack. I'm gonna say 9 a.m. Just once again, really chill, really cute. I used to play a lot once again at 9 a.m. I'm noticing a bit of a trend there. I think the one that I like the most are the times that I play at the most. Not that I play at 4 a.m. on New Horizons the most. I usually play around like 12 p.m. nowadays. But oh, they also asked, what is your favorite scent? And I would say my favorite scent has to be like the smell of like rain in a weird way, like specifically after it finishes raining, you know, like that kind of musky, seaweedy smell. I don't know why. I really like that smell a lot. If my future boyfriend smells like that, I would love him forever. Next question comes from Joey. They asked a couple of questions. Okay, so the 2 I'm going to answer. What's your favorite villager of each type? Cranky villager, it would be Wolfgang. Lazy villager, it would be Biscuit, obviously. Jock villagers, even though I don't really care for the jocks, I would say my favorite jock villager is Ribot. I love Ribot a lot. Who is also another villager who I'd have on the island, that's for sure. Smug villager, Pietro. I love Pietro, like I've already mentioned. Snooty villager, it would probably be Portia, of course, or Amelia. I really like them both. Sisterly villager, probably Shari, like I already mentioned. Why do the ants keep spawning over here? And why do I keep catching them? I don't know. Yeah, sisterly, it's probably Shari. I don't care what anybody says. Or Muffy. Muffy's really cool too. I really like Muffy. Peppy villager, Tabby, of course. I love Tabby a lot. You'll notice that a lot of these villagers I have on Windle. That's why I really love Windle. And what's the final one? Normal. Normal, it's Margie. Probably Margie or Kiki. I really like Kiki too. But no, I'm gonna go with Margie for that one. And the other question they ask is, do you have any tips on how to start designing your island? Because all I've literally done is flatten it. I would really just say start small. Like try to like focus on like one area at a time. Like, you know, when you look at your map, it's kind of like you have like these little grids on the map. So like I would say go 1 acre, you know, the little squares at a time. Start off with like your entrance, of course, and like really just start at your entrance and then kind of go like in a clockwork or like counterclockwise. Work on one area, and then when you're done on that area, work on the area immediately to the left, right, or up or down of it, just so that way you're able to like make your island as a whole flow as well. Like, you know, when I finished my entrance and then I did Able Sisters immediately right over here, which was like immediately after the entrance, and then I did Dobie's house right after, and then I did Teddy's house. So like, yeah, basically what I'm saying is like, you know, start with your entrance or like the main area of your island, which is usually your entrance, and then go, oh my god, there's like 2 mantises on a date, and then go like in a clockwork or counterclockwise position. Basically don't like start on one side of your island and then completely go to a different side of your island. Try to like work in a cohesive pattern so that way everything flows as well. That's also a great way to like make your island flow as a whole. Work on areas consecutively. I hope that made sense. Sorry if it didn't. Next question comes from Kyler Haining, and they ask, what is your favorite food? Sushi. Next. Freddie G asks, who are your top 10 villagers? Ooh, actually, Freddie G, I'm gonna do you one better and give you my top 20 villagers because I'm an extra ass. I literally have like my villagers all ranked, and like my top 20 villagers. Let's go down the list, shall we? Starting at number 20, it's Carmen. Number 19 would be Lopez. I don't care what anybody says. I like Lopez. He's cool. Number 18 is Rooney, our boxing legend. Shout out to Rooney. 17 would be Cherry, who's currently on this island. We just walked past her house. 16 is Agnes. And then 15, don't care what anybody says, but I love Shari. Shari's one of my favorite villagers of all time. She's iconic. 14 would be Muffy, the goth sheep legend, lesbian icon. 13 is Wendy. Wendy's a peppy villager. She doesn't really get a lot of hype, but I still like Wendy. She's really cool. Number 12 would be Amelia. Number 11 is actually Jeremiah, the blue bullfrog, the lazy villager. I love Jeremiah so much. He's so cool. So now we're at my top 10. Number 10 is Tabby. 9 would be Portia. Number 8 is Margie. Number 7 is Ribot. Number 6, again, don't care what people say, but I love Pietro. Pietro's outro is amazing, in my opinion, of course. Number 5 would be Fang, icon. I missed him so much. I had him on my first island and then I reset and I could never find him again. And I really want to reunite him with Wolfgang and Dobie, which, speaking of Dobie, Dobie takes the number 4 spot. And he used to be number 5, but honestly, since New Horizons, like he went up the list. Like I've had Dobie on every single island in this game. And I love Dobie so much. Number 3, of course, is my bestie, aka Hugh. Number 2 is Biscuit, my baddie. I miss him so much. Oh my god, Coco's wearing my gay sweater. Number 1 is, of course, my boyfriend Wolfgang. I literally just got this recipe yesterday. Yeah, speaking of gay, oh my god, literally last night, as soon as the update came out, I immediately went and got, everything. And I made a pride flag. Gay rights. Next question comes from Cloudy Skies, and they ask, what is your favorite item in Animal Crossing? Trees. I know trees is like obviously my go-to answer, but honestly I would say like my favorite item as a whole, weirdly enough, where is it? I just ran right past it. This is gonna be a really weird answer, but I really like this clothesline pole item right here in front of Julia's house. By the way, I redecorated her house. The clothesline pole, I don't know why, I just really like it. In New Horizons specifically, it's such a cute item. But I would say like my favorite item like in the entire series is actually the 4-leaf clover. Like the way the 4-leaf clovers were displayed in older games when we had 4-leaf clovers. I don't know why they got rid of them. I thought they were gonna bring them back for Shamrock Day, but they didn't. So, but yeah, when you display a 4-leaf clover in your house in New Leaf, it like has like the little book. It's like put on a little book, and I just thought that item was like really cute, and I miss it so much. I don't know why, I really like those items the most. Next question comes from Quackabaka. Hopefully I said that right. And they ask, what's my favorite KK song? My favorite KK song in the game, people may think it's Animal City just because I've used it on the channel before, but like I really love Marine Song 2001. I just love that song so much. Like it's such a great song, and it makes me miss Cap'n so much. Cap'n is really great, and I would say my top 3 would be Marine Song 2001, then Animal City would be number 2, and then number 3 would be probably KK Synth. I know it's like more of a creepy song, but I like it. I think it's relaxing. Bryce also asked what my favorite KK song was, but they also asked, what song would you like to hear KK cover? I'm like, I don't know. I think it would be really fun to hear KK cover like an emotional song, like a really emotional song, like Rider in the Dark by Lord. I don't know why. I just think it would be really funny to hear him do something that just is such like, yeah, like Rider in the Dark by Lord. I want to hear a KK cover of that. I don't know why. Like I think that would be really fun. The next question comes from Rosaline Clark. They asked, what made you start YouTube? Honestly, I just started it on a whim. Like I was so bored one day, and like at the time I was watching a lot of like Animal Crossing content creators like Spookles or Diana Daisies, and I was just kind of like, I want to do that too. I'm already copying their islands, so I might as well just copy them and make a YouTube channel. So one night, like after work, I literally just like on a whim bought a capture card, which is the one that I'm using right now, and I just started making videos, and it was really fun. They also ask, are you gay? I hope that answers your question. The next question comes from MSMX Music, and they ask, if you're planning on kicking out Peck, who do you want instead? Any dreamies by any chance? First of all, this is going to sound very weird because a lot of people have been saying recently to kick Peck out of the island because he's been causing so much drama, but honestly, I don't want to kick him out. This is such a weird thing, and I feel like it's especially weird in New Horizons where you have the choice on who you can have on your island, like you can choose your villagers, which I think is really great. But then the problem with that is that there's just no conflict anymore. It's like you're only going to be surrounded by your besties and like positivity and love, and like I like having a villain. I feel like on your island, just someone who you can hate on and bully. I really like it personally, and just having a villager to have beef with, like that's one reason why I love older Animal Crossing games a lot, is that like your hatred towards a villager was valid, because it's like you're usually hating on a villager who you've had before, whereas in New Horizons everyone's just hating on the villagers that they think are ugly. The gorillas, I just don't feel like it's justified. It's like people are just really only looking at the villagers face value and not really looking at them in terms of their actual relationships and stuff. And I don't know if that makes sense, but like I just miss the days when people would genuinely hate on a villager because they just hate them and not just because they're ugly. I feel like I say that as being like the ugly duckling growing up. Like I sympathize with the ugly villagers. I don't like kicking out villagers by choice. I prefer when they ask to move out and organically move out. And I don't know, I kind of don't want to let Peck go yet. Just because like I said, it's fun. Like my island got so much more dramatic and I'm a messy bitch who lives for the drama. So like Peck might be staying for a really long time. Sorry, not sorry. But if I were to kick him out in the future, maybe, not now of course. I don't know who I'd want instead of Peck, because like I try my best not to have like all my dreamies on one island, and I already have Hugh and Dobie and Cherry on this island, and I'm planning on bringing Wolfgang over here too. So like I feel like just a villager with a cute house that goes with this neighborhood is good enough for me, as long as it's not like any of the villagers I have beef with. I honestly don't care at this point. I'm really open-minded with villagers in general, as long as they're not, you know, someone who would possibly hate crime me if they were human. That's really all that matters. Peck is currently sick, so I can't hit him with this net, and I'm not trying to catch whatever he has because I don't trust him. Hey Pom Pom, I did not mean to hit her. Oh my god, Pom Pom and Cherry are near each other. Can y'all please make up? We still don't know why they're fighting. They are still fighting, by the way, and I don't know why. Yeah, next question comes from Rachel Stahl, and they ask team pancakes, waffles, or French toast. I like all three of them because I'm a fat bitch, but if I had to pick one, probably waffles. I love waffles so much, especially chicken and waffles. Oh god, I love chicken and waffles to death. They are great. Go, Dobie, go. Can I hit him from here? Oh my god. Next question comes from My Melody Moon, and they ask, what's the craziest / scariest / funniest experience you had playing Animal Crossing? I would say the craziest experience, I'm gonna go off like every game that I've played. The craziest experience that I had was honestly like the first time I played New Horizons, because this was like the first game ever, like video games in general, not just Animal Crossing, since like launch day, like 12 a.m. on launch day. This was the first game that I've ever pre-ordered. It's the only game I'm ever probably gonna pre-order. It was the first game that I've had since launch. So like being able to play it right at 12 a.m. on March 20th, a year ago today, literally, such an experience, and it was so crazy and fun. Can Portia shut the up? It was such a crazy and fun experience. I miss it so much. It was like one of the best days in 2020, that's for sure. Scariest experience, roll the footage. And funniest experience, for those who played New Leaf, do you guys remember the glitch where if you had the King's Tut mask and you like dug 2 holes on like a cliff or like a river, like on the corner of a river, you can fall into the river and like run around? That was so fun. I missed that glitch so much. They patched it out with the Welcome Amiibo update, but like that was so funny. I missed that glitch so much. I wish you could do it in New Horizons somehow, some way. Please somebody figure it out. Anyways, next question comes from Phoenix6891, and they ask, what inspired you to become the legend you are today? And honestly, the only person in the world who made me the legend I am today, the one person who I owe my life to, is the Lord and Savior Kelly Stamps. Shout out to Kelly Stamps. I love her so much. They also ask, do you have plans to tear down your island when you are done and go again with a different theme? I don't really like flattening my islands. Honestly, I prefer resetting, which I know a lot of people don't, but like I like resetting. I like starting fresh and like having a completely new island, especially because I like having a different island every time I try out a new theme, just because I like when you're able to like move your resident services around. Oh my god, look, they're on a date. Oh, never mind, I'm distracting them. Why does everybody keep giving me things? Oh my god, my villagers are so generous. Yeah, like I like resetting just so I can actually like move my resident services around. Like I feel like my next island, what is she doing to him? My next island, I'm probably gonna go for a resident services that's like really far away from the airport, like really far away. They also ask, how are you feeling? Doing good, staying safe. I am doing well, thank you for asking. I'm doing great. Pretty safe overall. Yeah, there's not really much going on in my life right now. It's pretty boring. Like it's just school and work and YouTube, so nothing exciting going yet, at least. I literally got happy like 5 minutes ago and I realized that it's been a year since I played Animal Crossing, so that's how my life is going. We are on the final question. I did not realize that. Damn, I got through almost every single question that people asked, and this, I kind of saved the best for last. This question, wait, let me catch this fish first. This question comes from Nia Neto, and they ask, can we be friends? And Annette, if you're watching this, all I'm gonna say is my DMs are open. You can be friends with me if you want. Oh my god, shout out to Nia Neto. Please check out their channel. They are amazing and they deserve more subs. If I have 1,000 subs, they deserve at least 10k. So go check them out, please. I was talking for an hour straight. My mouth hurts. With all that out of the way, we are now at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everybody who asked questions. I honestly didn't expect to get as many questions as I did, but it does mean the world to me that y'all are curious to know more about me. Anyways, yeah, we're at the end of the video now. If you like the video, then like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below whatever you want to comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. This outro is very short because I have a class that started 2 minutes ago that I forgot to go to, so I'm gonna just leave now. Bye. I recently redid this area of my path, by the way. What do y'all think? Does it look cute? I think it's cute. And look, you can see my house in the corner. That's fun. Okay, yeah, now I really have to go. Shit, my class is starting soon. Bye.